Welcome to the Unedit. I'm Whitney.
I'm David. We're kind of doing something a little bit different. We're trying to
Professionalize.
We're trying to video and podcast at the same time so we can share both pieces to the world.
It's a twofer.
So
congratulations.
You're the guinea pigs, I guess, on this one. So it'll get better from here. Yeah, we're sorry
to listen to. If it's hard to listen to and you know how to fix it, leave a comment.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tell us how to fix it.
No kidding. And if you're on, would you give us a thumbs up that you can hear us and everything's going well? Because if you can't hear us,
is there anybody on?
There's two people.
Okay. Hi, people.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
The other thing about live streaming while you do this is you don't know who's on. So you can't say like, hi, Susie. Hi, Joe.
Well, we could set it up where they could chat. I don't know. I think that's 5.0 on this thing.
Man, technology.
It is, but it's 2023. And at least
I was trying to turn on the music last night. I was trying to turn on Sonos and I'm like, this should not require this many taps.
Really?
Yeah. That's like, no, I figured it out, but also let's rename whatever room is called amp. Because
that's an amp. It's right there.
Yeah, but what does that control? Okay, we don't need to talk about this right now.
You're right. We could change it. Let's the kitchen.
Let's talk about heart because this is supposed to be the Heart Wolves podcast.
It is.
Wherein we discuss what is happening.
What is happening?
Well, last week, heart is.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it again?
Sure. It's a framework that kind of helps you prioritize things in your life and make room for, I guess, everything that you have going on in your life. That's very generic.
Okay.
Can you explain it better?
HEART
Please.
Is a 5-letter acronym.
I was just getting that.
It is a framework that helps you prioritize your life.
There you go.
The 5, let's walk through them really quick.
HEART or H is help yourself.
And the 4 checkpoints of help yourself are sleep, water, nutrition, and movement.
Nutrition, food, yes. Movement,
E.
Yes. E, I always say emotional. It's
empower yourself.
Yes.
It's an action word. We need to empower ourselves, and it does have to do with our emotions, but the 3 checkpoints of empower yourself are heart, soul, and mind, or your emotions, your intellect, and your spiritual aspect of things.
Nice. A is all your people.
All your people. And the checkpoints are going
little people are
right. Your checkpoints are going to vary depending on your people responsibilities. And R is
resources
and responsibilities. It's the stuff and things category.
Stuff and things, the money, the taking care of, the cars, the house, all those things.
Wheels on roof, not caving in.
Yes. T is trade and talent.
Mm-hmm. If you set smart is where not
this. You're setting SMART goals. It's inverted, right? So you would start with trade and talent first.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that when you've taken care of yourself, when you've helped yourself, when you've empowered yourself, when you've taken care of all your people, your resources, and your responsibilities, you can move into, if you're gonna set SMART goals, if you're gonna set SMART goals, that is gonna be where you set all the other stuff first.
And right. And if you have all of those things, the HEAR, cruising, all good, you've moved, all your little people are fed and moving and hopefully doing their homework. And studying for states tests.
Then you can move
Then you can
into
move
trade and
into the-
talent, which is a good place to have durable goals.
So if you were going to, like, when you wake up in the morning, do you immediately start a rundown of those things? Do I have a plan for nutrition? Do I
question.
have a plan for movement? You always do. So what?
When you touch,
I know you can hear it.
you can hear everything.
I know. We're gonna have to do something.
Kind of driving me crazy.
Okay.
No, I don't. That I've been doing it for long enough that I've already sort of thought through and envisioned what H is going to look like for me.
Mm-hmm.
So sleep, water, nutrition, movement. I kind of know what time I'm going to go to bed. I kind of know what time I'm going to like wake up. It's very instinctive. It was very intentional for a while, but the cool thing about making things intentional is after a while they become habitual.
Mm-hmm.
Intentional to habitual. And
write that down.
And so I know a water bottle, so I know I do stuff. I always have a plan for food. But I've recently actually just cut my portion sizes in half. I probably need to be a little bit more intentional about healthy cooking. C'est la vie. So that's where I stand with H. On E, lately, I've really been struggling. And a friend sent me a podcast yesterday. I was actually listening to it this morning. It is Dear Creative Soul, and the title of the podcast is What to Do When You Feel Lost. And she talks about listening to the Greatest Showman soundtrack, which is a great soundtrack.
It is a good one.
It is a good one.
But that's what she listens to? And
no, she listened to it in the car last week and was talking about how it just shifted her perspective.
Like paying attention to the words and what they were saying and all this kind of stuff, or just the music itself?
She's talking through all of it.
Huh.
The song Come Alive, she read her name's Valerie, the podcaster. So she read the lyrics of the song, and it talks about, you feel like a zombie and then you come out and you shift your paradigm and all of a sudden the world looks different. And even just listening to her talk about that, I think that was a little bit, I've known for a couple of weeks that I'm stuck in a paradigm that's not working. And when you're stuck there and you're like, stuck sucks.
It does.
Because you're like, I need to.
It's like you're, this proverbial rut, and you're trying your hardest to figure out how to get out of it. And what I do, and I don't know about you, but sometimes you just stay there because you just kind of start medicating. You do everything but what you're supposed to do to get out of that rut.
Everything but get out of a rut.
Write that down.
A lot of
writing.
We're recording it, so.
Oh.
So anyway, a great resource.
Jessie says it does. She said that it's working. We had a comment. The whole thing. We can hear and see. Thank you.
But how does it sound, Jessie?
How does it sound? Or is she saying it does in reference to the rut?
Oh.
Maybe that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out of.
It's really hard to get out of.
Or is she saying it does that she also listens to the Greatest Showman? She or he listens to the Greatest Showman to get.
I think we're way overthinking it.
We are way overthinking
Let's
it.
stick with the rut. Let's go back to our rut and stay there. So it's hard to get out of a rut when you're in it, and it just stinks. And I've really felt that. And it's like you've got this soundtrack playing over and over in your head that, and you're like, no, I don't like the soundtrack. Maybe that's another thing. It's actually changed the soundtrack. Listen to The Greatest Showman. Listen to power ballads. Listen to, hang on, there was a song the other day.
The 80s power ballads. That's funny. I love them.
Yesterday, no, a couple days ago, Testify to Love, that Avalon song. It was back in the 90s. For as long as I shall live, I will turn on some Swift. T Swift.
You got to give me a heads up.
Oh, man. What?
If on you want music. Yeah. Because I was going to add that in later, but.
Yeah, we're not there on music. That's for sure.
No, we're not. We got to figure that all out too.
Okay.
To you, Jesse said it is difficult to get out of the rut. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I need to get out of here in 6 minutes. So let's switch to
pop culture. Are we going to banter back and forth? Riff?
Riff, banter. What have you been consuming? Well, I talked about the podcast that I was listening to while I got ready this morning. Dear Creative Soul. It was good, encouraging. A friend of mine always sends me these podcasts from, it's called Diary of a CEO. And I feel like it's a bunch of entrepreneur dudes that just sit there and say big words, and they are professionalized, unlike me sitting here covered in a blanket and yoga pants.
To Jesse says you should do one thing different. When you're in the rut, do one thing different.
That's good.
That's like the 2 degree shift, right? That's your 2 degrees.
I love the 2 degree shift. Explain the 2 degree shift.
So if you're headed down a path and you want to change something, don't make a humongous change that takes a hard right turn. Just do a little something like what Tia Jesse's saying, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. It's just a little shift. So then, your life, had you not changed anything, is going to go this way. But if you've changed your little 2 degree shift, you're going to head off in a whole new direction. And then 30 days from now, this would have been you going this way and that way.
Yeah.
So yes, that's a good point. Good job. Thank you. Pop culture.
I'm gonna have to chew on that a little bit more too, just from I really love to chew on stuff. I really love to just, those are the things you need, like just a little nugget to walk away with and just be like, yes, okay, so what one thing different am I going to do today?
It's a good reminder. Yep.
I grabbed a book at the library sale called, I think, Plot Outlines of 100 Greatest Novels. It's a book from the 50s or 60s. And it just kind of outlines different novels. And I read one of those yesterday morning. Swan's Way is the plot outline I read, which is apparently the first book of 7 in a series by Marcel Proust.
Marcel Proust.
I think he was American. No, maybe he was French.
Sounds French.
I think you're right. And it was interesting, but I really liked, it felt like reading a short story. And then I took a bath and got on Wikipedia and read the synopsis of the next 6 books. And
interesting.
It seemed like the narrator who remained in it seemed like he was a little bit sexually frustrated.
I'm going to reserve my comments. Just kidding.
And I thought to myself, I'm glad I read this plot outline before reading these to my children as short stories before bedtime.
Could you skip parts that, or is it too? It's too
I
important.
just think I skip it. It was not important enough. It was the whole series was called In Search of Lost Time, which I just think is one of those things that makes you can go deep on that if you want to. Like, aren't we all looking for lost time? And how do you define time? And you know me, I can get philosophical if needed.
It's a construct, man.
Time's a construct.
I did. We had some storms, and actually we've got storms rolling through. This is not really pulp culture for the rest of the world, but it's tornado season in Oklahoma. And so
we must obsessively watch the
right.
weather.
So they've trained us. I mean, it's like they throw the food out there and we have to run out there and get it.
Oh, we do.
Thursday and Friday.
We are Pavlov's dogs when it comes to tornadoes and the weather terrorists.
Yeah. And there was storms that were rolling through. It was just a massive hailstorm. I mean, it was huge. There's no telling how much damage was done. It didn't come over us. It was out west, El Reno. But they were saying, hold on, Thursday, here they come. So there's the food. They've thrown it. Thursday's another day, and Friday.
It's Wednesday.
I know. So we got to pay attention tomorrow. So as that was winding down, it led into this show called, this is what I was watching when you walked by and you got mad at me. What's it called? Abbott Elementary.
I've heard of that.
Evidently, this is like the new thing. And I
Abbott Elementary?
Yeah.
The show is the new thing?
It's a sitcom.
Yeah.
They're like 20-minute episodes. Super cool. I caught the last 10 minutes. It is hilarious. It is these teachers in Philadelphia trying to educate these young kids with zero money because of the school board. And it's funny. It is very, very funny.
Man,
very
I wish
well
I
written.
had time to watch TV.
I know. That was accidental.
Huh.
Okay. You got to go.
I got to go. But before I go, let's talk about cover reveal.
So cute.
So we sell planners.
You might have to get that off the desk and walk it over there and show people.
I might have to. This is a little sneak peek. So
or we could do it again.
We sell mindful tools for a meaningful life.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
What are we creating thoughtfully? We're not just throwing things out there, but what are we thoughtfully creating that can help someone live a more meaningful life?
Are you asking me this?
No, I'm telling you.
Okay.
And so one of those things is our weekly planner. And we've done it differently this year. There are a few changes. And I'll just talk about this really quick and then I'll go to Jet. But first of all, there's a cute quote card that is patterned on the front and back. So really fun. You could put this on a board or something to inspire you. The inside of our box is lined.
Super cute.
That's new. I really wanted to open this. It's this actually very, very, very cute little tree print on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need this as wallpaper somewhere in my house. It's pretty darn cute. The outside is inspired by antique French textiles in a very viney pattern that I drew by hand. And then the planner itself is gorgeous. We have stitching on it for the first time. It really
that's cool. We've never done that before.
Yeah,
ever.
No, it's really cool. And then it's a case. You're going to be able to, this is a big deal.
Are you saying the cover is changeable?
It's changeable.
What?
So now when you buy the planner, okay.
She's pulling, for those of you listening to the podcast and not seeing, she's pulling the guts of the planner out of the cover.
And this is it's a vegan leather right here.
Super sturdy.
A vegan leather pocket. Yeah, super sturdy. You got a pocket on the front, vertical pocket on the front, vertical pocket on the back. And you can
Amazing. It's a great idea.
So
it's that one thing.
Change one thing.
Change one thing.
And this is going to be a big change. Let me talk through this too.
Okay.
This is non-dated. It's different. It's non-dated. So there are tabs, but they are blank. You can see they're blank on these because you can start in whatever month you want to start in. And we have some really cute stickers coming. Are they here yet? Are the stickers here yet?
I haven't seen them now. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look when they're shipping.
I think they got to our fulfillment warehouse last Friday. And so we have stickers that have numbers on them. So you can still sticker your dates if you want to. And this product launches next week. You can buy it next week. So it's very customizable, very personalizable, which I just think takes the whole planner thing to the next
level. And it's, yeah, I mean, is the plan to introduce more covers at some point?
That is the plan. I'm going to be honest with everybody watching though and say we have to sell these first.
Right.
We actually only have a limited quantity.
Yeah, we didn't order.
We didn't order as many as we normally
do.
And
so act fast. And it can sit on your shelf because it's undated. You can start using it wherever you want to.
Non-dated. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in here.
Jesse says this is different from, yes, it is. It's way different.
It's very different.
Very, very different. It was time for us to do something different.
The same size.
But the format's the same. It's the week on one page, right?
Right. It's still the week on one page format.
Undated, where you can start and stop whenever you want to. And it just kind of, no retail outlets. I'm sorry. No.
But you will be able to order it on WhitneyEnglish.com.
Yeah, WhitneyEnglish.com. Next week, what day do we know?
Wednesday.
We'll be right back here again.
At 10 a.m. Central Time. I had
with better sound.
Oh my
better sound, better video.
Jesse, thanks for sticking with us.
No kidding. Thank you for participating. That was interesting. We need to, do one thing different. That's my nugget that I'm taking away. Thank you very much. So, okay. We're good?
We're out.
Okay. Go to your arms.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.